Sports Addicts in the Attic. I'm Alex. This is Jordan. Let's look at the playoff picture there, how that's looking in the NFC.
Yeah.
Obviously, we just talked the North. It does look like, in all reality, in a non-biased view, that the Packers are going to take the North.
They just got to win their games against the Bears, and they win the division. That's the biggest thing. They got 2 games against the Bears.
Right.
The Bears have a chance, if they won those 2 games, but I can't see the Packers giving up that lead. Not the way Aaron Rodgers is playing. I mean, Aaron Rodgers has been playing great. He didn't have the best game last week, but he had 3 touchdowns. He had 2 passing touchdowns and a rushing touchdown.
Yeah.
He did have that terrible pick. That pick was terrible. He threw it right to the guy. But I don't see anybody else coming out of the North.
Yeah. So definitely Packers. You look at the South. I kind of already said my thing. I do feel like the Saints are gonna ride off in the sunset with Winston and probably have Breeze back by.
The Saints right now are 7-2. I think they're gonna end up 13-3.
Yeah.
They'll probably lose to the Chiefs. And I don't see them losing after that. So I said to get the number 1 seed in the NFC. For sure, you're gonna have to be 14-2. 13-3 might win it, but So it's gonna be a tough race. But I got the Saints coming out of the South too.
Yeah, I like that.
What about the West? The West is a little. The other 2 divisions are a little complicated for different reasons. The West has a lot of good teams in it. The East has a lot of bad teams in it.
Yeah.
So what do you got in those divisions?
You got Biggie, you got Tupac.
Yeah.
East side, West side.
Yeah. What do you got in the West?
In the West, man.
You got Cardinals, the Rams, the Seahawks. I mean,
gotta
the
go
49ers are, they're in striking distance. They're only 2 games back.
The Seahawks are the Seahawks. The 49ers are. They're not going to do anything. I think we pretty much shut down their hope when we stopped them on Sunday night.
Yeah.
Sunday Night Football, don't forget, we stomped them this year. I was waiting.
It was Thursday night.
Was it Thursday night?
Yeah, it was Thursday night.
Thursday night we stomped them, bro. I don't even care. Either way, I knew
it was.
I knew it was prime time, and I circled that, and I was like, "You better show them something," because that pissed me off last year, and I am so happy. I don't care who's on the team. I don't care who's in and out.
I don't care. We played their 3rd string.
I don't care. It was the 49ers, and the coach was there when they whooped us. So I hope he got to, feel happy about watching us give them a whooping. I don't care who they are. They're in the NFL. They got to compete. Green Bay gave it our all.
So who you got out of the West, man?
I got the Cardinals. I got the Cardinals, man. Like I said, Kyler Murray's up there in my quarterback talk. I'm going to talk about that.
Yeah, man. The Cardinals are real. The Cardinals are real, man. Real. They got weapons. They got weapons. They got D-Hop. They got Christian Kirk. They got Fitzgerald still. They got 2 good running backs in Drake and Edmonds.
Yeah.
Kyler is in the MVP talk, man.
I feel like as Russell is getting himself thrown out of the MVP talk, Kyler is slowly emerging into the MVP talk. And reasonably so.
They got they're good. That being said, I'm definitely going with the Seahawks. I just
wow. That changed quick.
It's Russ. I'm taking Russ, man. Taking Russ. I think their weapons are comparable with the receivers. DK Metcalf. It's not quite on Hopkins' level, but he's close. Tyler Lockett's probably better than Christian Kirk. They're the weapons are comparable. I think the Cardinals have a better running back situation. But I'm taking Russell over Kyler. Kyler's played great, but you know how Russ is at the end of the year, man. He's very clutch. And this time of year, this is his time of year. This is usually when he plays his best. So.
Yeah. I feel you. I kind of hope Russ keeps kind of throwing himself out of the MVP race. I don't want to
Yeah.
hear no more about it, man.
There's a big game coming up this week, though, between those two. We'll get to that one.
We'll get to
later,
that.
but-
We'll get to that. That's a big game. Can't wait for that.
Well, let's talk about the division that shouldn't be in the NFL.
The East.
The East.
Who
So you got
can suck the least?
you got
in
the
the East?
You got the Eagles 3-5-1. You got the Giants 3-7. You got the Washington 2-7, and then you got your Cowboys 2-7.
My Cowboys,
Your
bro.
Cowboys, bro.
Why are you gonna say my Cowboys?
I just feel like you really riding with the Cowboys this year.
I feel like in that division, and I have said it, that the Cowboys will probably still come out on top. They just need to find something consistent at the quarterback level. And they got weapons. They got Zeke. He hasn't been playing up there yet, but if they could get there, they will. He'll get up there. CeeDee Lamb's been nice when he's at a quarterback. They got weapons, man.
They definitely got weapons. They're one of the most talented teams in the NFL.
No, yeah, they are. They're
They are.
talented.
They got a lot of talent, but they're just
And the coach, man, Mike McCarthy, man, got
Super
some of that
Bowl
love.
winning-
Super Bowl winning coach. Come on, man. You gotta respect Mike McCarthy. There's a lot of disrespect for Mike McCarthy, man.
there is.
A lot of disrespect. Don't diss Mike.
2-7 makes it rightfully so, though. I mean, I can't say nothing. I thought they were gonna be. I picked them to go about 12-4 this year. So obviously they're not quite gonna get there, but they still could win their division.
That's who I got in the East anyway.
You got the
I'm
Cowboys.
gonna still ride with them and their talent. I just can't see that not winning that division, man. I don't know.
This is so hard. To me, I'm torn between the Giants and the Eagles. Giants. I mean, you got Danny Dimes out there running people, like running past people.
Danny
he's
Dimes looking
quick,
nice,
man.
bro. He made it to the end zone this week too. In week 10. He
did.
couldn't quite make it.
It was a couple
He
weeks
got an
ago.
80-yard run though.
He got tired.
Yeah,
it's
he
a
was
long
tired.
ways, man. It's a long ways.
It was a long
Imagine
ways.
if you had
Gotta
ran
take a
80
rest.
yards, or if I ran
I can't run 80 yards. If I ran 80 yards, that's probably right where I'd fall right there. Yeah. So
Yeah,
it makes
I
sense.
probably
I would
would've
make it
crossed
as
it.
far as Daniel Jones.
Would you?
Yeah, I would probably have made it. that time.
We're gonna have to do that. That's a
Yeah.
bet. We're gonna be
Yeah.
outside. One of these days, you're gonna have to run 80 yards, and we'll see if you make it.
Yeah, we'll see if
So,
I make it.
Catch that video later.
We'll
I'm taking the Giants. I got the Giants winning. I can't believe in the Eagles. Washington's garbage.
Washington,
they
they got a
had-
cool name.
Yeah, Washington football team.
Washington football team. I love the
But
name.
I mean, all they have is rushers, people that can rush. I mean, they've used so many first-round draft picks on that defensive line, but it's nice to see Alex Smith back.
Hey, that's a good story. I like to
That's
see
a good
that,
story.
but they're not gonna.
They're not gonna do anything. So
I don't.
you got the
Anyway,
Cowboys.
I don't
I
even
got the
want to
Giants.
talk about that division.
Let's talk about
AFC.
what about the wild cards? So pull up the playoff picture here.
So the wild cards, I have obviously well in this case, I have the Saints winning the South there. So
You got the Buccaneers in the playoffs.
they got a lot of talent. I do see them being a wild card. I hope they're really not a threat. I hope they have to go to like Philadelphia or something and lose first game. That'd be pretty nice to see. Yeah, but they're gonna be a wild card. They got too much talent. They're gonna find a way. Tom Brady, Bruce Arians, all respect to him. He's a great coach. So, I have them. See, I got two more. I like the Vikings sneaking in at maybe the last seed there.
Yeah, because the ones that are in the wild card right now, you got the Buccaneers, the Rams, and the Seahawks. Who are they knocking out?
Man, like I said before, I'm sticking to. They're gonna knock out the Seahawks, bro.
Seahawks not making the playoffs.
Seahawks not making the playoffs.
Wow, write that down. I want the.
When are we gonna discuss it?
Huh?
Huh?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's unrealistic, but if there's a squad that can do it, would.
I agree with you. If anybody can do it, they would do it. So you got the Vikings, the Buccaneers, and then who's your last one? Can you keep the Rams in there? Or?
Yeah, I say Rams do it, man. They're looking good. They're starting to look good. They're starting to remind me 2 years ago when they made it to the Super Bowl, man. Aaron Donald looked like a monster out there.
9 sacks from the inside lineman. That's outrageous.
Hey, he should get MVP.
He could.
I want to see a D lineman get MVP.
If he puts up 20 sacks again, I mean, I give it to him.
Yeah, I would too.
But then they also, I mean, Jalen Ramsey, he didn't play that great last year when they traded for him, but man, he shut down DK Metcalf in that last game, and that was a big reason why they won.
Yeah, because DK has been solid.
Yeah, he's been
solid. I don't like the comparisons of him being the next Megatron.
Are you kidding me? Megatron is the greatest talent ever at the receiver position.
Yeah.
He might not have the accolades and all that. His career wasn't that long, but
yeah.
As far as if you build it in, like if you're gonna build a receiver, that's how you build it. That's how you build it on a Madden.
Yeah.
Like if you want to make the best receiver,
That's Megatron.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I could see him wanting to be Megatron. He's trying. He's close. He's doing good, but no cigar.
So you got the Bucks, the Rams, and the Seahawks. Not the Seahawks, the Vikings. Sorry. I think that's where we differ. I'm taking. I'm taking the Obviously, the Seahawks are gonna. I have one in the division. So I'm gonna have the Cardinals in it. I think the Cardinals, the Buccaneers.
You had Seahawks winning the division. Oh man.
And I'm gonna take the Rams too. So I'm gonna basically mine.
Is that even possible for the Vikings to be able to knock out the Seahawks?
It is. Yep. The Seahawks are 6-3. The Vikings are 4-5. So they're
definitely possible.
2 games different. So,
we'll probably cut that part out because I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just wanted to make sure before I said that shit. All right.
Anyways, anything else you got on the NFC? Because I think we're ready to get into the AFC here.
AFC, man. No.
What we got? What's
man, let's talk about that game we just talked about, man. That Colts Titans, that could very easily decide the AFC South there.
That could have. And the Colts came out on top. I don't know if they play again. Did they already play once this year? Can you look up the Titans schedule? But yeah. So who do you got? Who do you got in that division?
In that division, man, I got the Colts, man. I like their defense too much. I think that their defense is playing solid. Their special teams is getting some plays made. You know, when all guys click like that, you know, defense, special teams, and offense looking decent. I think they could easily take the South. I mean, they're going up against the Titans, but the Titans aren't looking too good right now.
I mean, looking at their schedule, I mean, the Titans have a tough schedule, and they play Baltimore, and then they play the Colts again.
Yeah, and
they still got the Browns. They still got the Lions, who have been playing good.
Yeah,
and then they have to play the Packers.
Yeah.
What's the Colts? Can you look up the Colts schedule? I gotta look at this now because you know,
and I mean, and regardless of schedule, I just think the Colts have what it takes to beat any team if they wanted to. If they prepared, they could.
Colts, obviously they got the big matchup with the Packers. Then they play Tennessee. They got the Raiders. That'll be a tough game, and the Steelers.
They definitely.
So they basically got the same strength of schedule between the two. I'm gonna take the Titans because of I think the biggest thing there is I like Tannehill better than I like Rivers.
Better than Rivers.
Yeah, Colts have a great defense. Titans defense isn't as good, but then Titans also have the better receiver. A.J. Brown, I think, is the best receiver off the two teams. and I'm gonna take Derrick Henry over.
Derrick Henry
Those two running backs.
Yeah, well, I mean those two running. That's probably gonna be one of the best in the AFC 1-2 combos. Those two running backs
for a while to come, because they're both young and they're both on cheap deals.
Yeah,
because they're both young. So
and even right now, I like it. Like I said, I feel like defense wins championships, so that's why I got the Colts for that one. And I don't know. I don't like how the Titans are playing. I don't like. It just doesn't seem like the same energy that they had last year is there. So I'm gonna go with the Colts on that one. Yeah.
Who do you got in the North?
The North.
Yeah.
I mean, you see the Steelers, only undefeated team in the NFL right now. You got to take them. I mean, I know the Browns are in the same division. They're playing decent, but it's the Browns.
They're both 6-3, the Ravens and the Browns.
Yeah,
and that's 3 games behind the Steelers. I don't think they're giving up 3 games.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
I don't see it, and looks like they might have Lamar Jackson figured out. So
yeah, I mean they're calling out his plays at this line.
Yeah, they're calling out his plays at the line of scrimmage.
Don't you think?
So
that's a problem.
Yeah, they figured him out. They're trying to do the same stuff they did last year. They did so great, but I don't know. I think they got him figured out. So
put you down for Steelers.
Put me down for Steelers in the AFC one. Yeah, I like that.
West. I mean, to me, the West is simple. I mean, before the season started, we knew who was going to win the West. Not the 49ers. The Raiders are giving a good run for the money, but the Chiefs are winning that division.
The Chiefs are going to win that division.
You see anything different there, man?
I don't see anything different. I mean, Patrick Mahomes is playing like how Patrick Mahomes was last year.
Yeah.
Maybe not 100%. It's a little.
He's starting to. Before the last game, he was 25 touchdowns and 1 interception. I don't know what he threw in the last game, but
yeah,
that's impressive numbers there, man.
Yeah, and
he hasn't even been jumping off the screen like he normally does. So
no,
I think he's just gonna get better the rest of this year.
He's playing under the radar for him.
Yeah, for him. MVP, Super Bowl champion in his first 2 years.
Yeah, that's why he's not getting talked about much. So that's dangerous. That's why I like, they don't talk about Rodgers much. They don't talk about the Packers. And they're still getting these sneaky wins in because teams start to not be too concerned. Because they do. I know these players watch the, Sports Center and all that.
They're probably watching this show right now.
They're watching us right now.
They're watching us right now. We see it.
We see it. Thank you.
Thank you.
And
click the like.
But we're always going to give Rodgers his respect.
Yep. Same with Mahomes, man.
Same with Mahomes.
Yeah, you taking the Chiefs, right?
I'm taking the Chiefs.
Taking the Chiefs.
I like that one.
East, we got the Bills. Who else is in the East?
Who's in the East, man?
The Dolphins. The Dolphins, man.
Dolphins.
The Bills have been playing good. I'm taking the Dolphins, man.
Taking the Dolphins.
I like what Tua's bringing to him. He's not dominating.
Have we even disagreed much yet? Because I like the Dolphins too.
You like the Dolphins?
I see Tua as a leader, like you were just saying when I interrupted you.
yeah, thanks.
But I just realized that we haven't been disagreeing much, and we usually do.
We have a couple that we're disagreeing on,
but
making us all buddy.
Yeah.
The Dolphins, their defense, man. That defense, like you said, defense wins championships. And I like Tua. I've always liked Tua.
Yeah.
In college, he played through injuries, and he's a tough competitor. Reminds me a lot of Russell Wilson. So yeah, I'll take the.
You could definitely see the win in his eyes. He looks like he wants to win, and I feel like he is going to be a winner. So I see them taking that as well. I'd like to see Cam Newton prove that he's still an NFL caliber quarterback, which he has. But I want to see him still in the NFL, and I don't know if they don't make it to the playoffs if he is in the NFL after that. So,
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'd like to see that happen, but in all reality, and this is going to be cool to see too, the Dolphins in the playoffs being a contender. It's different. It's going to be cool.
Yeah, I thought I liked what they did with their draft picks, blowing up their team, and I thought next year they might be pretty decent. We still gotta remember they got the Texans first round pick this year.
Yeah.
That is going to be probably a top 5 pick. So I think it was a good idea for them to put Tua in, see what he got. Because if he's not the guy by the end of the year, you might be able to get Trevor Lawrence, man. You might be able to get Justin Fields. I don't know, man. Or you're going to be able to get him a weapon because they definitely need, they got some all right receivers over there, but you could get them a top,
Yeah.
So they're in a good spot. And if they win the division this year, they're way ahead of schedule. So.
They are, yeah. Ahead of schedule. That's the thing. And they're looking good. So, what else? Who else we got? We got
that was all the
wild
divisions.
cards for the AFC. Huh?
Yeah, wild cards. So right now the ones that are sitting in there, Raiders, Ravens, Dolphins. We both have the Dolphins in, so it'd be the Bills. Would be the other team, and then scroll down. Titans, Browns are at 6-3, so same records as the teams that are in the wild card. So there's 5 6-3 teams there.
Yeah.
And then you got the Patriots at 4-5.
So, yeah, and I like the Raiders and the Ravens. That third one, I think, I have the Colts win the division. I do think the Titans still are a playoff caliber team. They're gonna just make it in there though this time. They're gonna make it in. So yeah, that's what I got. I got the Ravens, the Raiders, and the Titans for wild card teams.
I'm gonna take the Bills. I'm gonna take the Colts. So I got the Titans winning the division, and then the Ravens are gonna make it in there. That'd be amazing if they missed out.
Yeah.
Would it be something though? This situation, if the Ravens don't make the playoffs, but the Browns do, somebody's getting fired, man.
And the Ravens? I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna swap brothers.
Go get the
one's gonna go to Michigan.
The Michigan
mixed
one.
up. John Harbaugh, Jim. They're gonna switch.
John is the Ravens head coach. Jim is the one that.
They're gonna do a little switcheroo. Nobody's even noticed. They look the same.
Yeah, they do. Switcheroo.
Switcheroo.
Yeah. I think our picks are pretty close. We differ on like a couple of divisions, but yeah, I think the playoffs are pretty clear. In the NFC, I feel like they're very, everybody that's in is probably going to make it. There's, like we said, both talked about the Vikings. Yeah. That might be the team that sneaks in.
The talent's there. If there's a team that could really beat them. Yeah.
But the AFC is wide open, man. You got 5 teams going for wild card spots. Well, 6 teams if you include the Colts, 2 that are 6-3.
They're gonna win this out.
Yeah. So
you're gonna hear it first. They're gonna win this out.
We'll see. I think that's what we got for the playoff picture.
That's what we got for the playoff picture, man. And.
All right, let's see if